I challenge you to a Pokemon battle! Hey guys, how's it going? Shaun Allen here. Yes, ooh, I got my hair cut. You like that? I am here with another one-take video for you guys because today's video is a little bit late. It's going to be uploaded a lot later than I thought, so unfortunately this is a video for today. So obviously the title for this video is called Let's Talk About Movies, right? So over the weekend my folks went to see, or me included, we all got to see Secret Life of Pets and Ghostbusters. Let me talk about Secret Life of Pets first, and then I'll talk about Ghostbusters next. So we went to see Secret Life of Pets on Wednesday, and it was pretty fun. I actually liked it. My mom especially loved it because she's a pet lover, especially for cats. So we got a lot of the references from that film where the animals were a little out of control. There were some things that the cat was doing that our cats would do. So, you know, playing with toys, and it gave us a couple of hints as to what the cats might be doing while we're away. Interesting. But anyways, yeah, Secret Life of Pets is really definitely a plus for kids. So if you have any kids, go and check that movie out. Ghostbusters. This is the one that people have been like complaining about. You know, being it's an all-female cast, and just the whole. They think that the original is being destroyed by this film. Well, let's just be clear. This is not supposed to be like a remake or a reboot. I think, well, in a way it is a little bit of a reboot, but still, it's not like a retelling of Ghostbusters. This is a brand new Ghostbusters film. It doesn't have any relation to the old Ghostbusters movie. It doesn't continue where they left off in Ghostbusters 2 or Ghostbusters 1 for that matter. But there are some cameos from the original cast of Ghostbusters. I won't really mention anybody because I'll probably be dishing out a bunch of spoilers, but we went to see it at Universal City Walk, and believe it or not, we actually got to see the actual card they used in the movie. You go and check out my Instagram, and you can see the photo that I posted on Instagram where we saw the Ghostbusters card there right in front of the theater. We also got a very special pin, which is right over here. There's my Ghostbusters pin in honor of us seeing the movie. We actually got to see it on Saturday, the day after it was released, and we practically had the whole theater to ourselves because we literally saw this film at like 10 o'clock in the morning, which is very rare for people to see movies at that point. So it was almost like a private screening for us of Ghostbusters, which was amazing. If you're planning on seeing Ghostbusters, I highly recommend that you see it in 3D. 3D was the best way to see this film, and to be honest with you, we've seen a bunch of 3D films that really didn't do such a great job, one of them being Tron Legacy. Tron Legacy was okay, but we'll get to that maybe some other time. But there have been some films that we have seen that they really use a lot of 3D effects that have been good, sometimes not so great. But to be honest with you, the Ghostbusters film was pretty good with the 3D effects. They even did some things that were that looked like it was going beyond just the film, like when you're watching on the big screen, like it literally looked like it was coming out of the screen, which was pretty cool. So I highly recommend you guys seeing it in 3D if you're planning on seeing Ghostbusters, if you want to see Ghostbusters. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Ignore what the critics say about it being a terrible film. To be quite honest with you, we all laughed at a bunch of the jokes. We really just had a great time. My dad was cracking up a lot, so was my mom. We're not really big diehard fans of Ghostbusters, but we did actually see Ghostbusters, the first film, at the Universal City Walk AMC, like maybe last year, when they had the 35th anniversary of Ghostbusters. And I think we saw it in the exact same theater, because it was on a gigantic screen, and we practically sat in the exact same seats as before. But it wasn't in 3D, but still seeing Ghostbusters on the big screen, that was pretty cool. And I hope they do that with many of these other films, you know, bringing them back and showing them on the big screen. It was for a limited time, you know, exclusive event that was like for like a couple of days, and Ghostbusters was out there, so it was like, hey, let's go see the original Ghostbusters. So we did, and it was a lot of fun. But Ghostbusters, the new film, is definitely worth checking out. Ignore, again, the people that say it's a bad film. It's pretty good. We thought it was pretty good. And other than that, yeah, so we got to see those two films. The ones I'm really looking forward to seeing right now, Jason Bourne with Matt Damon. My dad's a big Matt Damon fan, so when The Martian came out, that was obviously a big hit for Dad. Dad loves the Bourne series, not the one with Hawkeye in it, but I mean, that one was okay, but it wasn't the same without Jason Bourne. But now that Jason Bourne is back in this series, we're definitely going to be seeing that one. I'm definitely wanting. I definitely want to see. What's the other one that's coming out that I want to see? There's another film that's coming out. Oh, Ben-Hur. There's a Ben-Hur movie that's coming out next month, I believe. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Rogue One. Can't forget Rogue One. Goodness gracious. We're starting to get a bunch of trailers and not spoofs, but spoilers. I'm trying to steer clear of all the spoilers for Rogue One because, you know, I just watched the trailer, the recent trailer. It looks pretty cool. Oh, Star Trek. That's coming out. I think it's coming out this week, actually. Star Trek Beyond. We actually have been watching some of the other Star Trek films for Next Generation and the more recent Star Trek films, 1 and 2, the Into Darkness and the first one with Chris Pine and the other characters. It's kind of sad because one of the actors passed away from that series, and of course Leonard Nimoy, who played the original Spock, he passed away, so I don't know if he's going to be in this one or not. He probably died before they started filming this, but we'll see. Are there any other films I'm thinking of that will be... I still want to see Finding Dory. I still want to see that movie, and I think that's still playing out there somewhere. So I definitely want to see that one. Still have never got a chance to see Captain America Civil War. Probably have to wait till the DVD comes out. Forgot my chance to see... what's that movie called? The Jungle Book. Never saw that one. That should be coming on DVD soon here. I did see the trailer or the teaser for Beauty and the Beast. That looks somewhat interesting. That's coming out next year, I think, or 2 years. I don't remember exactly. What movies are you guys really excited about? If you guys are going to see any of these other films, let me know in the comments down below. What other films do you want me to see? I don't know if I'm really going to be doing any like review style videos for any of the movies. I mean, if I want to talk about the movies, I'll probably just do a one-take video like I'm doing right now. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Rogue One. And I believe, isn't Doctor Strange coming out here at some point? I think he is. We are getting a Doctor Strange film. And at some point here, I think it's next year, where we're getting the Black Panther movie. And Thor Ragnarok, I think that's what it's called. Then we should be getting, I think, Avengers, the Infinity War. I think that's coming out in 2 years from now. I'm not sure exactly. I have to look through my list. We're supposed to be getting a Captain Marvel film here soon. That's the female. Let's see here. I think we were originally going to get a Nova film, but I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, what else? Well, the X-Men film. I think that already came out, right? Yeah, that one already did. I don't think it did that great. We're supposed to get another Wolverine film. There is a rumor going around saying that X-Men and the Marvel Cinematic Universe may be coming together for a collaboration of some sort. It's a rumor. I do not know that for a fact, so don't spread that. But supposedly, we might be seeing the X-Men in some Marvel film at some point. I know they're Marvel characters, but they're with 20th Century Fox, along with Deadpool and those other characters. What was the other one that they have? 20th Century has X-Men. Oh yeah, and the Fantastic Four. Oy. I can see why they're no longer making Fantastic Four comics, because the movie's bombed. Which I think is sad, because, you know, the Fantastic Four films could have done a lot better. But I really, really doubt they're going to be making another Fantastic Four film anytime soon, because the last one, ouch. I think at this point, Fantastic Four should come back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think they should go to the Cinematic Universe, not come back, but just go back to Marvel, and they can make movies, better movies with them. I'm not that thrilled about them making another rebooted version of Spider-Man. I'm not that crazy about it. I already saw the game version of it. I thought the game... I mean, everybody's raving about the whole E3 trailer that they released for the Spider-Man game. I don't like the way they made Spider-Man. They put white on him in certain areas that are just... No. Just leave Spider-Man the way he is, and, you know, don't do something that's going to mess him up. I'm okay with Iron Spider-Man, the one where he looks like he's got an Iron Man suit, and he's got the extra arms. I think that honestly looks pretty cool, but when you add white to him, like a white stripe around the size of his body, no, that's not what you should be doing, guys. Come on, really? Ugh. Anyways, yeah. Personally, they should have had Andrew Garfield in Civil War, but just to keep things rolling. But I guess, you know, he has a contract with 20th Century, so they couldn't do that. So they had to get somebody else to play him, Spider-Man, in the Paramount movies, so... Oh, boy. So we're getting another reboot of Spider-Man. I grew up with the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man. I would have loved to have seen a fourth Spider-Man film, which was supposed to have gone into production after Spider-Man 3. I think they should have risked the chances of making a Spider-Man 4 with Tobey Maguire, because he was again the Spider-Man I grew up with. So when they came out with the Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, you know, I didn't see it in the movie theaters. I got the DVD, and it was okay. You know, to be honest with you, it was actually pretty good. But I don't know why people didn't like the second one, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I thought that one was okay, but I didn't get the whole... I think the reason why people didn't like that one as much is because the whole Harry Osborn thing, because they were making it seem like it was a gene that caused him to turn into the Green Goblin, which really didn't make a whole lot of sense. And I personally agree with that, because it wasn't a gene, you know, passed down by his father. It was supposed to be, if you read the comics, the father, Norman Osborn, was supposed to have gained the powers of the Green Goblin through a chemical reaction of some sort. And he already had his son at the time, right? He already had Harry Osborn. So it wasn't a genetic, like, hand down from Norman to Harry. It was another chemical reaction with Harry Osborn, so that's how he became the Green Goblin, the second Green Goblin. But I mean, even with the Green Goblin way that they did it with this other Harry Osborn in Amazing Spider-Man 2, it didn't look that great either. I wish at some point here, we have to see a Spider-Man film where they have the characters look like the way they are supposed to look in the comic books. I know that there are some people out there that say, well, if they had the X-Men characters in their costumes that they have in the comics, it look more cartoony. Well, isn't that the point? Because, yeah, you can make a more adult version of the X-Men, but do you really have to have them wearing matching suits? Does that really make a whole lot of sense? Why can't you just have them look like they are supposed to look in the X-Men comics? I know they didn't do that with the Ultimate X-Men. I do have Ultimate X-Men comics, and they literally have the exact same type of suits, where they're all in black. I mean, it's okay, but I like the old style instead of the new styles. But by the way, they actually have been releasing these new X-Men comics called X-Men 92, I think. Very, very cool. It's obviously a tribute to the old X-Men animated series, when they released the really cool X-Men cartoon series with Spider-Man and Iron Man and the Hulk. That was cool. I better make sure my battery's still running. Oh gosh. Alright, so other movies that I think I should see, I don't know. There's just so many things coming out. I haven't seen the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film, but at some point I will. But yeah, so let's see here. Are there other Disney films coming out that I'm really... Oh, the new Disney Princess film. I don't know what it's called. Moana, or whatever the name is. The Hawaiian princess. You know, that looks interesting. The Rock's in it. He seems to be in everything, like, nowadays. So, yeah. Alright, well, I think that's it for this video, guys. So, yeah, another Disney film is coming out with a princess. It's CGI instead of cel animated, but, you know, that's... I wish they would go back to at least another film that is hand-drawn at some point here, but yeah, the last one they did was The Princess and the Frog, which was pretty good. Other than that, yeah. So if there are any other movies you might talk about, let me know in the comments down below. And if you're excited about some of these other films coming out, I mentioned a lot of Marvel films. Any DC comic movies? Let's see. Well, obviously we saw Batman vs. Superman. I am looking forward to Justice League. Supposedly they're coming out with the Wonder Woman movie, right? I haven't really checked out the Supergirl or Arrow or the Flash TV series. I will at some point here. But I don't really watch that much television, but I probably will be getting into those shows at some point here. But you know what? To be honest with you, DC has a huge, like... They really need to, like, step up their game, because Marvel is killing them in terms of how many movies they're releasing. So, anyways. Oh, yeah, and also, we got a new Han Solo actor right now, so we're going to be getting a Han Solo film, and I think it's going to be happening in 2 years from now, because obviously we're getting Rogue One this year, this Star Wars 8 next year, and I believe the Han Solo film's coming out in 2 years. So, yeah, we finally got our young Han Solo. We'll probably be getting a young Chewie at some point here, but... yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that, but I have to see more to really get me hooked into a Han Solo film. But anyways, I think that's it for today's video. If you guys thought this video was good, hit the like button, and please be sure to favorite this video, share with your friends, and of course, there's a lot of stuff on here. Of course, subscribe to the Disneyland Video Series. It's greatly appreciated. Oh, and speaking of, like, comics, I've been getting hooked with Civil War II. And spoiler alert, in this particular issue, Bruce Banner dies. So yeah, no more Hulk. Wah. And it's kind of, this is kind of a deceiving little picture here, but it shows the Hulk on this issue, the cover, but he never shows up in the comic. He's just Bruce Banner, and he gets killed. So yeah, we already lost War Machine and the Hulk. Who's next? Oh yeah, and She-Hulk too. They're killing off everybody now. Oh yeah, now we're getting a female Iron Man. Can you believe that? In the comics. Oh, good grief. I mean, we already have a Wolverine that's female and a Thor that's female. Isn't that enough? What happened to Iron Man, the Tony Stark, right? I don't know. Alright, well, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope your day was a magical one, and I'll keep you posted. Oh, and don't forget, I also have videos coming out here soon in terms of more vlogs, more other things coming out, and that's all I'm going to say. Alright, see you guys. Bye.